scare there for Alcaraz, who slipped away.
(30-15).
It was very quick to get back up again.
You knock him over, you still haven't won the point against Auger-Aliassime.
Yeah.
It's like this is going to be the battle of the forehands.
30-all.
Both players clubbing the ball early on.
I didn't do much wrong on that point, the Canadian. Still wasn't good enough.
What a point. Alcaraz lightning fast, but even his speed wasn't enough.
14-13.
I tried to put a little slice on that, but wasn't able to put it away. Great court coverage there from the Canadian.
Yes.
Augusto.
Advantage.
Second ace for the Canadian. I think also a lot will depend today on the Auger-Aliassime serve. Remember that last match in Basel? I mean, he was impossible to break. Very high first serve percentage. Very effective on the first serve. Conditions are totally different here than Basel. The court's a lot slower. It's outdoors. I like that Alcaraz, as soon as he sees an opening, comes in.
Yeah, he seemed to struggle in the wind, didn't he, Auger-Aliassime, during his first match. That was against Pedro Martinez, 2 sets, but it was a very long match, quite blustery.
I think the first set alone was an hour and a half.
Mistiming off the ground. Carves out an opening with a tremendous backhand up the line. First break point of the match.
It can also be key today for both players, actually, if they're able to take the backhand up the line. Both players actually leaning to that backhand side to try and get around it, to hit the forehand. So they're kind of opening up that side a little bit.
Oh, almost hopped over. Auger-Aliassime survives.
Deuce.
Into a 9th minute.
It's a big serve.
Advantage, Auger-Aliassime. Take your seats, please. Thank you.
That's a big hold for the Canadian. Saving a break point.
Auger-Aliassime leads 2-1.
Yes, showing Alcaraz he means business this evening. Competitive first 3 games. World ranking of number 10 for the 22-year-old from Canada, but he's already made a decent jump up the live rankings with the wins that he's banked already in California. He's actually up to number 6 in the live rankings, so a jump of 4 spots. The live list behind Djokovic, Alcaraz, Tsitsipas, Ruud and Medvedev as it stands.
Take your seats quickly, please, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Players are ready.
Looking to reach what would be a 3rd Masters semi-final, the Canadian. First one was a while ago, 2019 in Miami.
Take your seats, please.
Lost to
Thank
John
you.
Isner in that one.
Any seats?
7-6, 7-6, and made the Paris semi-finals last autumn. At the end of that incredible streak of match wins. Eventually losing to Holger Rune, who of course won that tournament, 6-4, 6-2, that semi-final. So he's yet to make a Masters final. Maybe it will be this week here in California. Fans streaming back in with food and drink. Keep them going. This could be a long one.
little touch from the Spaniard. And just going back to the live rankings of Auger-Aliassime, and he has a big chance actually, because also lost in the first round in Miami next week, and also in Monte Carlo. So some opportunities to make a lot of points there, to go up in the rankings.
30 love.
Alcaraz played his first tournament of the year in Buenos Aires. Mentioned that he missed the first major of the season down in Australia with a leg injury. Won Buenos Aires, beat Cameron Norrie in that final, and then lost to Cameron Norrie in the Rio final, but wasn't 100% physically in that match. Said early in the tournament here in Indian Wells that he was feeling good in that respect. So hopefully those problems are behind him.
Definitely looks good. Looks very sharp on the court. Moves very well. Good energy. And obviously, I mean, he was out for 2-3 months, so he needs some time also to find his way on the court again. Looks very comfortable on serve. Just dropped 1 point so far on serve.
Yeah, the last tour match he played last year was in Paris, so that started just around the end of October, so that would have been first few days of November, and then back on tour in Buenos Aires. That was mid-February, so it's quite a long time without a match, isn't it? All part of the learning curve as a 19-year-old. Still incredible to think he's only 19. Turned 20 on the 5th of May this year. Dangerous business going in on the forehand, isn't it?
Yeah, hits that forehand with so much spin, so it's just dropping behind the net. Auger-Aliassime always having to hit a volley below the net. It's just won 1 from 4 points so far when he's coming in.
Interesting listening to Freddie Fontaine, coach, about what those guys do off the court as well. Very much about developing the personality of Felix, not just the tennis. Make sure he's a well-rounded individual. Spend time visiting galleries and museums around the world, discussing books, watching documentaries. Not just about what goes on the tennis court. Talented musician, Felix, as well as a tennis player.
Yeah, plays the piano, I believe.
Yeah.
See again on his shirt that the wind is picking up a little bit. Oh, wow. What a combination there. First the return that pushes Auger-Aliassime back and keeps his calm. Plays that the drop shot perfectly. The last split second there, changes the grip a little bit, opens the grip. Impossible to see for Auger-Aliassime what's coming.
Further chances to break. He's had one already. Another two in this fifth game.
30-14.
Third ace for the Canadian. No break chance to go.
Five of 10 behind the second serve so far this evening. Oh, he survived. I think semi-apology was that. It wasn't the cleanest forehand midway through the point, but all credit to Felix for defending another break point. Nothing wrong with that last one. These two producing some explosive tennis.
Advantage, Alcaraz.
What a chance for the Spaniard.
Hay que aceptar las dificultades. Si se nos va, no pasa nada. Se nos va la oportunidad, no pasa nada. Seguimos. Venga, ánimo.
Felix having to work much harder on serve in terms of duration of service games so far. He's playing the break points well, though. It's 4 he's saved now.
Yes.
He's had to play 25 points already on serve, whereas Alcaraz only 9.
Let's first service.
Wow.
Sensational. It was everywhere. Auger-Aliassime played an almost perfect point, and he's still having to say too good.
Carlos, vigila,
Alcaraz.
He's able to change that so quick from defense to offense. Loves the atmosphere out here.
Can he convert? Another break point, though. This is turning into some service game.
Yes.
But one thing's for sure, that Auger-Aliassime, he knows how to play the long matches, the long games. He's had quite a few already.
"31 minutes. This match has been going already. Still only 2 apiece.
Advantage, Auger-Aliassime.
Always a fair few Canadian fans in Indian Wells. Brought their flags this evening.
Oh, it's in.
Dropped in, yep. Misjudgment. Thought it was going long, but
Yes.
back to the drawing board.
Fondo, muy duro. Vamos. Vamos.
First double.
Advantage, Alcaraz.
Looked like he totally
Apostaría que te
mishit
vas a
that
sacar a
one.
la derecha,
Timing
pero
was off.
Atento. Venga. Ánimo, tío. Más suelto ahí.
Oh, wow.
Alcaraz breaks with another outrageous forehand. This has been good fun so far. And the Spaniard converts at the 5th time of asking. He enjoyed that one, 3-2.
We've already seen some unbelievable points from the Spaniard. Incredible defensive skills. But then, as I said already, with just one shot, he's able to change from defense to offense, comes in very quickly, which makes it very hard for any opponent. Because 1 second you're inside the court, dominating the point, and all of a sudden you find yourself on the back foot. getting pushed backwards.
Seven ATP titles, or 7 singles titles already for this young man. First in Umag in 2021 and then 5 last year. What a year it was. Youngest ever winner of an ATP 500 tournament. That was in Rio. One in Miami. Beat Casper Ruud in that final. Barcelona, another ATP 500 event. He won 2 matches in the same day on that Sunday. Beating Alex de Minaur, saving a couple of match points along the way, I think, in the semis, and then came back and beat Pablo Carreño Busta in the afternoon to win that title. He beat Zverev to win Madrid, and of course won his first major title as well in New York. Incredible journey that was. Youngest ever world #1, and then his 7th title earlier this year in Argentina.
Challenges at 11 minutes past 2 in the morning. even at 2 in the morning. It's that easy.
Starting to move towards a 2-game cushion.
Monica Seles.
Yeah, some serious tennis royalty. I think she's next to Larry Ellison, tournament owner, front row.
Finally he's able to put a volley away that's not coming back.
30-15.
Alcaraz. Another quick hold for the Spaniard. Confirms the break.
Alcaraz leads 4-2.
Still only lost 2 points on serve so far. That must be also quite tough for Auger-Aliassime. I mean, he's fighting very hard in his serve games. And then in the blink of an eye, well, he has to serve again.
Yeah, I mean, he's played well. Feels like he's played well.
Yeah.
And he's 4-2 down. That's how good Alcaraz has been. But that's the challenge against this young Spaniard.
15 love.
I maybe need to take a little bit more risk from the baseline. I know it's hard, it's not going to be easy, but I feel like once he gets into those long rallies, it's tough for him. Try to shorten them, come in maybe, throw in a serve and volley once in a while.
Dimension, isn't it? At that low camera angle to get a look at, I know he lost the point, but a look at what
30 love.
Alcaraz is doing to that tennis ball.
And just the intensity, the energy he's bringing to the court. When I just saw that, I'm actually glad that I wasn't playing at the same time as him.
Come on, Gilles. A few of those lefty serves, you'd have had him tied up in knots in no time. And the missed hits are going in. Apology for the shank.
30-15.
Shank on the line to make matters worse.
Felix could really use some first serves. Down at 47%, only made 6 of his last 17 first serves. Oh, that's better.
40-15.
Quick 3-point will do him good.
Seven out of 7 for Alcaraz behind the first serve so far today. Still such a contrast in terms of points they've played behind their own serves.
$40-13.
There we go, there's the evidence. 36 for Felix, just the 14 for Carlos. Well, it's not just about the power. That was an outrageous lob that time. Felix can only smile.
Yes.
And again, don't have the feeling he did much wrong there.
Bang on the line, and it kicked off that line, didn't it? You could see from the overhead camera how that jumped once the spin took effect. Made it even harder to chase down.
Oh, maybe made it.
Advantage Auger-Aliassime.
Smiling because he's absolutely furious that he's lost a point and he had to cover the entire distance of the baseline. Come up with a miracle. Still felt he could have done better.
Yes.
101 miles an hour, that final forehand. So explosive. And still in search of the double break here.
Again, he has to fight hard on serve.
Advantage, Auger-Aliassime.
Well, again, has to fight so hard to survive another service game.
Alcaraz leads 4 games to 3.
I mean, it looks like he's totally outplayed. Alcaraz, the much better player on court, but it's only one break. He's actually doing a very good job there, Auger-Aliassime, to hang in this match. Could easily be at least double break down already.
Made the doubles quarterfinals with his good friend Denis Shapovalov. All Canadian team, of course. Win over Holger Rune and Ben Shelton.
Time.
Lost that quarterfinal yesterday to Rohan Bopanna and Matt Ebden. Those guys will play John Isner and Jack Sock in the semis. A couple of doubles quarterfinals today as well. We've had one to follow this match. Kulov and Skupski up against Murray and Venus. Double semi-finals tomorrow, singles semi-finals Saturday, just to mark your card. Interesting service position. It's quite unusual, isn't it, Shield? Don't see him out there much.
Yeah.
Must have heard me talking about doubles.
Maybe just trying to get a bit more angle on that one, on the wide serve, the wide kicker. And you have to be careful. I mean, I think it's a good idea to play the slice, but you gotta make sure it's staying low and played a bit more aggressive. On that one, Alcaraz had too much time to get around the backhand. He's tried it again. This time went down the tee. He has to be careful though, because it's totally opening up that forehand side.
Alcaraz leads 5 games to 3.
It's very dominant on serve. Not a quick game for him. He's one game away now from the first set.
.41 service points compared to 19 for Alcaraz, so more than twice as many after 8 games played. Oh, it's curled in.
And again, Auger-Aliassime misjudged it.
Round 15.
I think it could have had that one easily.
It was a brilliant volley. Very crisp.
50-0.
Yeah, because he had no angle on it. There's a lot of wrist action on that one.
And he has to string together 3 or 4 shots of that quality to get the ball past Alcaraz, particularly in these conditions, slower in the evening, of course. Spaniards everywhere.
Nice.
Well, a very, very special backhand this time from this man.
15.
Giving Alcaraz a taste of his own medicine. First comfortable serve hold for the Canadian.
Just at the right time. Just keeps him in this first set, but Alcaraz will serve for it.
Not really sure what Auger-Aliassime could try to do now on the return. So far he's barely won any points on the Alcaraz serve. Maybe try to change position, maybe try to do something to get into Alcaraz's head.
Some good consistency from Auger-Aliassime at Masters level, just looking back over his recent efforts at these 9 Masters events that spread through the calendar. Of course, at least a quarter-final here, and he's made at least the quarter-finals at his last 6, in fact, going back to Madrid last year. Quarters there, quarters in Rome the week after. Quarter-final in Canada on home soil, that was in the summer. Quarters in Cincinnati. And then semis in Paris before another quarter-final here.
Oh, big combination there. Big serve, big forehand.
15 love.
Too much to handle for the Canadian. Massive second serve. Good placement on that one. Right in the corner. Very good return there from Auger-Aliassime. Tommy Haas, tournament director.
Let's for service.
Oh, missed it that time. Felix has got to see this as a half chance. Yet to create a break point of his own.
It's the first time that he's won 2 points in the same game when Alcaraz was serving.
JCF still looking pretty calm, court side.
And out from nowhere, all of a sudden it's Break back point for Auger-Aliassime.
Yes, human after all. Double fault missed backhand. Felix with break points. Get this first set back on track for the Canadian.
Yes.
Look of exasperation towards his team.
Well, he missed his backhand, but not happy with his forehand there.
Advantage Alcaraz.
Lovely way to wrap up the set. Some breathtaking tennis from both of them at times, but it's Alcaraz who just managed the single break of serve midway through that set. That made the difference. He's taken it 6-4.
Alcaraz was the better player in this set. An hour and 2 minutes. It felt like it was Auger-Aliassime serving for 55 minutes. Alcaraz very good from the baseline. 10 winners. Auger-Aliassime with 11 winners, but 4 aces. So from the baseline, it's Alcaraz who's been dominating a lot. Good numbers for him also on the serve, winning 80% behind the first serve, 75 behind second. And I think Auger-Aliassime needs to try to improve that first serve percentage, needs to get that up if he wants to have a chance in this match.
Time. Second set, Auger-Aliassime to serve.
So the Spaniard halfway there in terms of coming through this quarter-final. Repeating his effort from 12 months ago when he made the semis here, lost. Thrilling match to Nadal in the last 4.
It's good pace on that forehand there from Auger-Aliassime.
With the defeat of the defending champion Taylor Fritz earlier today, we are guaranteed a brand new champion there at Indian Wells. Sinner, Medvedev and Tiafoe into the semis already.
15 all.
Just Alcaraz and Medvedev of the players who remain who have won Masters titles. So we could get a first-time Masters winner. Auger-Aliassime, Sinner and Tiafoe will be hoping it's one of them.
It's just so tough to get past him. He's everywhere.
30-15.
Good placement on that serve.
Got into position so quickly. It's the movement as well, isn't it, that is equally impressive. The ball striking's incredible, but the speed of the movement around the court and how he gets himself into position, the speed that he sometimes moves forward up the court as well.
I think that's the big difference. He takes that second ball so early, and you can see Auger-Aliassime has barely been moving back to the middle. Second double in this game. And he's under pressure again. He's just being rushed there.
Alcaraz.
Doesn't have time to get himself into good position to attack the ball. He's always on his back feet.
Early opportunity for the world number 2. Could become the world number 1 in a few days. And wastes no time in this second set in making his move, making an impression. It really is an uphill task now for the number 8 seed from Canada. Those double faults costly, Gilles.
Yeah, very costly. I mean, in a way, I can understand it because he's trying to take a little bit more risk on that second serve because he knows that Alcaraz is going to be all over him. So he feels that pressure.
Allow 15.
Oh. That point construction is perfect.
Un buen kick de primero por el Just también puede servir.
50-0.
Using the heavy forehands to push Auger-Aliassime back, wait for the short one and then take that one on the rise. Big injection of pace. Great placement. No chance for the Canadian. That was a lot better from Auger-Aliassime. He'll start it with the return.
15-13.
He's very aggressive on that one. And then from then on, he was able to dictate the rally. Very simple tactic there, but very effective. Especially on these kind of courts where the ball is bouncing very high. Using that kick serve wide.
Second double fault for Carlos Alcaraz. It's left him in a bit of a hole here. Remember, Felix Auger-Aliassime had a chance to break to level for 5 apiece in the first set. That one passed him by.
Yes.
Wow. What a time to come up with your first ace. You could see he tossed the ball a little bit behind his back, so kind of faking the wide serve, the wide kicker. Then one right down the tee.
Qualities of a champion. Sometimes not the number that you hit, it's when you hit them.
Advantage, Alcaraz.
Que le bote.
Good return. Took it early. Was able to put that return into a meaningful position.
And I feel like if he can attack the forehand side with his first shot, then he would be able to maybe get some free points and also get maybe short balls to come in and keep attacking the ball.
Oh, you always run the risk against Alcaraz with a drop shot. He's so quick up the court, but he's got away with it.
Advantage, Auger-Aliassime.
Alcaraz felt he should have done better once he got there. Has to face the second break point.
if you only look at his last 2 serve games, he actually struggled. 3 breakpoints in 2 games that he had to face. Oh, that's too good.
And sensational point, wasn't it? Again, under pressure. But again, able to find another level, another gear when he really needed it most.
Yes.
Look where he is when he plays the volley. I mean, he just covers the court almost. Well, he makes it look effortless. Of course it isn't. But the foot speed coming forward is off the scale. Makes the volley so straightforward. That was loose, though.
Advantage, Auger-Aliassime.
So a third chance for the Canadian. No, he's missed it.
Auger-Aliassime.
And Felix has the break back. Rewarded for his patience and persistence.
1 game all.
And the Felix Auger-Aliassime fans starting to believe now that maybe this is possible. Get the better of the world number 2. Still a long way to go, of course, but produced a miracle against Tommy Paul,
Thank you.
saving those 6
Clear
match
the ready,
points.
Please. Thank you.
Maybe it's written in the stars this week.
Love.
Nicely done. Good combination there. Forehand and then coming in. And there we have some numbers from the return quality. Alcaraz 7.9, which is very high, especially against a player like Auger-Aliassime, who's depending a lot on his serve.
Oh, electric tennis. Again, the reactions razor sharp.
I kind of knew when Auger-Aliassime had to play that half volley below the net that he was going to lose the point. Because you kind of have to play a drop shot there, and
Thank you.
Alcaraz was anticipating, was already on the run, on the move forward.
Must be an awful feeling when he's coming towards you like a train.
Yeah.
15-40.
Break points coming thick and fast. It's relentless, isn't it? The Alcaraz pressure. Even when he drops his guard for a moment and drops his own serve, he's right back in your face. The very next game.
Oh, able to find the line on that one. Totally committed to it because it was not easy. Had to hit it below the net on the short one.
Venga, ánimo. Vamos, vamos.
Able to find the first serve on that one. Big chance here for Alcaraz.
Oh, incredible. Well, this guy's a serious athlete. It's like he was launching off a trampoline here.
Good comeback here from Auger-Aliassime.
Ánimo.
He survives. Great effort from the Canadian. Heads to his chair with a 2-1 advantage in this second set.
Very good reaction there from the Canadian. He's able to raise his level. Played some good points when he was breakpoint down. Monica Seles. I'm sure she's enjoying that match. Enjoying themselves. A lot of Canadian flags.
Time.
A few Spanish as well.
Any seat for now, please. Thank you.
Oh, that's amazing. Great touch from Alcaraz. One of the toughest shots in tennis.
50 love.
The backhand overhead.
Let's for service.
That's a big weapon to have. You're able to have a big forehand like this to push your opponent back and then use a drop shot also.
Next level. The pace and power. It really is drawing gasps from the fans inside Stadium 1 this evening.
2 games all.
Where he finished. He finished so low on his legs. Never loses the balance.
Nice quick hold as well. Hasn't had one of those for a little while.
15 love.
Getting more first serves into play in this second set, Felix.
That is definitely going to help him if he makes more first serves. Help him a lot to get himself in the position to be more aggressive.
That is incredible tennis.
40 love.
Everyone mesmerized by this kind of level. level of the tennis at times is
40-15.
quite amazing.
Auger-Aliassime.
Quick hold for the Canadian as well.
Auger-Aliassime leads 3-2.
Quality keeps coming from both. 3-2. Alcaraz did win the first set of their second meeting. That was in the Davis Cup. Spain met Canada in Group B. That was the Davis Cup week that took place just after the US Open. Carlos surprised a few people by turning up in, I think it was Valencia, that group was held in. Particularly after just winning his first major title at the US Open, but represented Spain. But it was Felix who won on that occasion, but Alcaraz did win the first set, so he'll be on his guard. Knows what Auger-Aliassime's capable of. Fighting qualities of this Canadian as well. I was about to ask you, Gilles, who you feel is your favourite at this stage? We've seen everyone left in the draw, haven't we? But the flip side, I'm just thinking, well, it's not necessarily it doesn't work like that in tennis, does it? Because it's a sport of matchups. So you know you can produce an incredible level tonight, but Alcaraz comes up against someone like maybe Medvedev in the final, and it's a different sort of challenge.
Yeah.
Is there someone who's stood out so far for you in terms of the level of sustained level of tennis? Oh, come on. That's not dropped in, is it? Look of bewilderment and disbelief on the face of Carlos Alcaraz. No wonder if this was good.
Mr. Alcaraz requesting a replay on the right near sideline.
I think we all want to see a replay of this call.
Love 15.
Wow.
What a lob.
Can't hit it any better. Yeah, coming back to your question, I feel like I like Sinner a lot, the way he played today. But I feel like for him to be performing well, we saw that also today in his match. The first set, the conditions were very nice. It was sunshine, there was not a lot of wind, and he played really well. But then the wind picked up, and he has a tough time playing in those conditions.
Yeah, Indian Wells can throw some testing conditions at the players. And maybe it will be somebody who can deal with all those conditions. It does get breezy over the closing days. Sinner plays the winner of this match. He did beat Alcaraz in a clay court final last summer.
40-15.
Actually having quite some success with that serve when he's standing a bit further on the side. Able to find the short angle there, and the ball gets up very high.
Oh, that's just too good, even for Carlos Alcaraz. That sort of angle, hit at pace. It's unplayable.
It actually looked at like Alcaraz was in a good position there. Then the Canadian came up with that forehand. Yeah, too good.
It's very clever from Alcaraz. Double bounce called. Not only did Auger-Aliassime have to get up the court, he has to change direction as well. It was just too much. So 3 apiece. Alcaraz up a set into that phase of the match where he'll be hoping to change gear, avoid the complications of a 3-setter, get his first win over Auger-Aliassime. First game with new balls, so that will be quite a big difference when you're playing with a set of balls that are 9 games old in the previous game compared to those new ones that have just come out. Should help the server in theory, a bit more pace through the air and off the court.
I think that's Bill Gates. Big tennis fan.
He's made good use of the new ball so far. But that is a 5th double fault of the match, 3rd of this set.
sets for service.
Very comfortable on serve. Auger-Aliassime.
Auger-Aliassime leads 4 games to 3.
Competing hard. Midway through this second set, he has the lead once more, 4-3. Feel good about serving first in this second set. It just gives him a bit of extra breathing space when Alcaraz is stepping up to the line, providing he keeps holding, of course. Pressure is off momentarily while the Spaniard's serving, and he knows if he can sneak a break here, this stage of the set, then a good chance of him seeing out the set and forcing a third. Inspiring the next generation around this venue. It's nice to see.
Time.
Quick bit of practice while the players switch ends. Oh, that's nice. Cheeky from Carlos.
15 left.
Let's change up the serve volley, just keep Auger-Aliassime guessing.
Love.
It'd be a first Masters semi-final for Alcaraz if he does finish the job this evening. For a little while, got to go back to Madrid last year, where he won, of course. Beat Nadal, Djokovic and Zverev back to back to back. Quarters, semis and final to win that tournament.
Big injection of pace there from Alcaraz.
A little less successful at Masters level after that run in Madrid. Lost his first match in Canada, that was last summer, to Tommy Paul. And then lost to Cameron Norrie in the quarters in Cincy. That was just before he went on to win the US Open. And a quarter-final in Paris to finish his season, losing to Holger Rune, the eventual champion, although he did retire from that one. 6-all in the second set. Oh, perfection with the lob.
Also seeing in the second set, he's a bit more agitated after losing points.
Perhaps with the quality of the approach. Felt he maybe should have got that a bit deeper or a little more width. He enjoyed that lob.
I'm struggling a bit with double faults in the second set. Set 4 already, 6 in total.
Remember, he served 2 in a service game at the start of this set, and they cost him. Dropped serve.
Oh, he needs to be careful here.
18-30.
2 very cheap points for Alcaraz.
Nets for service.
All started with the quality of the return, nice and deep. Got Felix on the back foot and
18-14.
built the pressure from there.
Looks like every time he hits a shot, he's looking to come forward, to move forward.
Chances to break at what would be the perfect time in this second set.
And the Canadian coming up with a huge first serve.
30-14.
128 miles an hour. The serve followed by a 100-mile-an-hour forehand. Can he repeat that sort of quality?
Wow. Another one.
Yes.
1-3-2 that time. Just upped it slightly. Impressive.
Advantage, Auger-Aliassime.
of emotion after this miss. Frustrated with the quality of that backhand.
Tension is rising.
Oh, that is so good. What a finish.
You can see he's really trying to attack the backhand of Auger-Aliassime. Great feel there at the net.
Incredible volley, taking all the pace off that split-second decision-making. And another chance to break. And he does break. And leaves himself in prime position to book a place in the semi-finals. Just a service hold away.
Alcaraz able to raise his level in this last game to break. Being a bit more aggressive. You can really see that when he had the chance, just trying to attack the backhand side of Auger-Aliassime, coming in, putting pressure there. And he was successful.
Spanish fans feeling pretty good about the chances of this man moving into the Final Four for the second successive year. Serving for victory. Very successful with the drop shots today, Alcaraz, and that one was not easy. Can play that one below the net, off a slice.
Sácalo mucho ahora, si la ves. Intenta paralelo.
Perfect start to the game. 1 down, 3 to go. Oh, incredible backhand return.
15-all.
Respirando, vamos, cortándolo.
A little unlucky there.
30-15.
Fluido, fluido el movimiento de saque, fluido.
Messages coming on a regular basis from Juan Carlos Ferrero.
Wow. How did he take that backhand? And he's 1 point away
15.
from the semi-finals here in Indian Wells.
Two chances to seal it for the top seed. Carlos Alcaraz stays on track
Alcaraz.
for a first title here in Indian Wells,
6-4.
and he stays on track for a return to the world #1 ranking. Just a couple of wins away now. Back in the semis here in the desert. A match full of quality. Both players playing their parts in entertaining this Stadium 1 crowd. But it is the Spaniard who prevails. He will be back on Saturday to face Yannick Sinner. Produced some electric tennis at times. Through in just under 2 hours, 6-4, 6-4.
A good week for Auger-Aliassime. I'm sure he's disappointed, but I feel like his tennis is going in the right way, right direction. And although he's lost today, I think played some really good tennis at some moments, especially in his second set when he was serving a little bit better. And he had his chances. A couple break points here and there.
First time he's got it done against Felix. Went into this match on the wrong end of a 3-0 head-to-head record. So nice to get a win over a big rival in tennis paradise.
All in all, Alcaraz was the better player today. Dominating off the baseline, 16 forehand winners. Auger-Aliassime maybe a few unforced errors too much. 25 in total, especially 13 off the backhand. Struggling a bit with that wing. And Alcaraz very effective coming forward, also winning 13 from 19 points. Good numbers on serve also, winning 81% behind the first serve, 59 behind second. And he was able to create himself loads of break chances and was able to convert 3. And it was enough to beat Auger-Aliassime in straight sets today.
Job done for Carlitos tonight in the Southern Californian desert. And there we are. We know the identity of all 4 of our semi-finalists now. Medvedev and Tiafoe coming through yesterday. Tiafoe was the first through. He beat Cam Norrie 4-4. Medvedev too good for Davidovich Fokina despite the ankle injury from earlier in the week that he picked up against Zverev. So Medvedev will play Tiafoe. Sinner through against Fritz earlier today, and Alcaraz just a bit too strong for Felix Auger-Aliassime. (6-4) the favourite score today. 6-4, 4-6, 6-4, 6-4, 6-4. Gone top deck with that one. Surely Carlos can
maybe over the stadium.
Yeah, to stadium 2. He's off. He's got his prize. He's out of here. We'll get Carlos in position. And Sablosier will be ready to fire some questions his way. See how he's feeling. Good to see him back to full fitness, isn't it? We want everybody fit. We want all our top players on tour fit and competing hard. Semi-finals are going to be fascinating. It's going to be some battle to see who can leave with this Indian Wells trophy on Sunday evening. Back in the semis, let's hear what he makes of it. About to speak to our reporter, Sablosier.
Well, Carlos, many congratulations. Back into the Indian Wells semi-finals and a first win against Felix Auger-Aliassime. What did you learn from those previous 3 matches that really helped you get across the line tonight?
Well, I would say to stay there, you know. I would say that the previous matches, it was, well, in Davis Cup it was close. I had my chances. Then in Basel I remember that I give up a little bit. And yeah, today the goal of tonight is to stay there. You know, I was, well, I knew that I was going to have my chances, trying to take it. And yeah, I played one of my best matches on this season, on 2023. So I'm really happy, and yeah, keep going.
You'd also never broken Felix's serve before tonight, which is an amazing statistic. But how much did you want to attack his serve tonight, especially his second serve? Because you seemed really aggressive.
Yeah, as I said, you know, he has a big serve, really big first serve. As you said, this is the first time that I broke his serves, and I'm really proud of. But yeah, I try to attack in the second serve. You know, try to dominate the point, trying to play from the baseline and trying to be aggressive. You know, and yeah, taking the opportunity when he's serving the second serve.
And it set up a semi-final against Jannik Sinner. You've played some great matches. Most recently, I think, an absolute heart-stopper at the US Open. How much are you looking forward to playing Jannik again?
Yeah, I'm really happy to play against him again. Great battles. I enjoy the matches against him. So I would say it's going to be a really good match, you know, for the fans as well to watch that match and for myself as well. You know, I'll try to show my best, to show my 100%. You know that Jannik is playing great, so it's gonna, yeah, I'm gonna enjoy that match.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Pleased with his evening's work, and he'll be pleased with his tournament's work if he can leapfrog Novak Djokovic by next Monday when the new rankings come out. And it's still possible, Gilles. A couple more wins and he's back to world #1.
Yeah, 2 wins away.
Although probably not trying to focus on that too much. It's just about the old adage, one match at a time.
I mean, it's like always. I think somewhere in the back of his mind, it's somewhere there. But yeah, for him, it's very important now to just focus on that next match, the Sinner match, and then see where it's taking him.
Yeah, Medvedev and Auger-Aliassime making some nice moves up the live rankings as well. And Sinner's just off that page. He can make it back into the top 10 if he continues on the right path, but he's got to get past Alcaraz in the semis. That's going to be a tremendous match to enjoy. Talking of Jannik Sinner, let's take you to some action from earlier today. You were particularly impressed with Sinner's performance today, Gilles.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially that first set. I thought he played out of his mind. And yeah, good win for him. And nice to see him in the semi-finals here.
Yeah, taking down the defending champ, not easy on this court. Started that match incredibly well. And just to confirm, those are the results of today. The second 2 quarterfinals, Jannik Sinner surprising, shocking the 4th seed and defending champion Taylor Fritz, 6-4, 4-6, 6-4, and that victory in 2017 means he goes up against Carlos Alcaraz in the semi-finals. Alcaraz just a little bit too good for Felix Auger-Aliassime this evening. 6-4, 6-4, exactly 2 hours. So we know the identity of our 4 semi-finalists, and they will be ready to entertain you on Saturday, semi-final Saturday. So we're back in a couple of days' time. Alcaraz up against Sinner, Medvedev up against Tiafoe. Should be 2 fantastic matches. We hope you can join us on Saturday here in Indian Wells. Until then, it's a very good night from California.